And wow, that was a lag spike. Okay, anyway, I'm here with Machine Gunner 23, and we are co-creators of the map that we are standing in right now. I will show off the not rule, attributions board right now. So the map is called Conquer the Sky. Welcome to Conquer the Sky, capture point based PvP game. Recommended up to 10 players, 6 to 10 most likely. I'll give you the server properties file, and the download link for the map should eventually be in the description. Once we finish, beta testing, making sure all the bugs are gone.
This is before the first beta test. Yeah. So
Whoops.
this is like before any testing with more than just us has gone on.
Okay. I don't know what that sign said, but it's not there anymore.
I think it was like the.
Oh well. Whatever. Made by us. Please subscribe.
Let me have this.
Yeah, click that button. By the way, those links will work. You click on them, copy the clipboard, that kind of thing. So, yeah.
There's a bunch of them for me because I pressed it a bunch of times. I already made a hole in the wall.
Okay. Before we do that, also, there are two options you can have. You can either have a 400-point score limit or no score limit. The no score limit is default, just because the 400 score limit is kind of buggy, or was kind of buggy. So I just kind of left it that way. But I don't even know what I was going with that sentence. That sentence was just that was a filler sentence. Okay. And the other option that you have is keep inventory, and I recommend keep inventory because dying and losing all the levels you get every time.
Not only levels, but there's like the stuff from the shops that you've bought. There's some things that are very expensive.
And we'll explain how all that works if you don't understand later. Plus, in this video, we're going to be going into detail about the redstone and how it works. And if you guys want, I will end up making tutorials for the capture point systems and the, what else do we have? And I guess some of the other things. I don't know. There's not much else. Okay, so if we come down here,
we're not actually playing the map in this.
Yeah, you'll be in,
you'd be in adventure mode.
Stuff. You would hit that button on the inside of that room. It would TP half the players here, half the players there. They would press a ready up button, get joined to their teams, and then spawn on these platforms. These platforms are the spawns on both sides. As you can see, my render distance isn't high, but that doesn't really matter. Those two things to the sides are shops, right there. And then you can see the purple squares are capture points.
I'm like proud of this right here. I'm proud of it.
Oh, also, a key factor in the map you'll notice is that none of these are connected. So how do I get over there? In the back of each spawn, there is a pressure plate.
Actually, you may as well give yourself night vision as well, just let you know.
When you spawn, you're going to spawn on this pressure plate. It's going to give you night vision. Because you lose your potion effects when you die, even with keep inventory, which is unfortunate. But you do. I tried it. I think so. I don't know. Maybe I failed at trying it. But you stand on this pressure plate, it gives you wood, and the reason we use wood is because in the shops, which we will go to in a minute, you actually get axes, and they're a key in the game because you're in adventure mode, so you can't break anything. But once you get an axe, you're allowed to break the wood, so it's kind of a key factor. So you'll notice these capture points, they're all labeled with different names. As you can see, red spawn, the other one's blue spawn, then there's middle, north wing, and south wing, which is based completely on the directions in game, so that's south wing, and as you can see, that's north wing.
By the way, you're going to have to join the one of the teams so you can use the shops, just letting you know.
Yeah, I know. And then over here, we actually have turrets, and these are important to control if you want to clear out the so say one team is capturing this, instead of going and taking them on, you could come over here, hit the turret button, and it would just launch a bunch of arrows at them, although it only spawns you go.
I sort of say it's sort of like a shotgun though, because it just sort of fires a couple of it will clear it out, and then you can just sort of rush in there.
Or it'll damage them, and then you can rush in there. As far as displays go, and it's the same thing on the other side, by the way, as far as displays go for the map, you'll see the points counter on the side over there. I just opened my inventory to show you that. And then also in the tab menu, the same points counter is in there. And it's based on the team. And underneath the player's name is the health which is very convenient. That should be updated when you join the game. If it's not, something's broke. But we'll get that bug out in the beta test if we find out that it is a bug. I guess we'll show off the shops right now.
I'll change your team to blue.
All right. Scoreboard.
Actually, no. I'll just fix this so you can go through this one.
No, you know what? I'll just whatever. Because I'm probably gonna end up showing off the capture point anyway. So.
Right, there you go.
Okay, so I'm blue now.
It doesn't even matter on this one.
Go to the shop. Okay. So this is the shop. The shop is the exact same for both teams, minus the color of the wool. Then I will give you a little bit of a hint. There is an Easter egg somewhere.
Yeah, it is different for the different teams.
Yeah, you'll have to find it, and it's really overpowered. But it's very difficult to find, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. So, as you can see, bows. Bows are very important. This is a punch one bow. This is a regular bow. They're very important because instead of taking someone out, you can just knock them right off the platform. These cost 50 levels. Now, the reason it's levels is because I didn't feel like setting up but it was easier and more convenient and actually made a lot more sense to set up an XP-based store instead of a item-based store. The way it works is you capture one of those capture points, which I'll show you in a bit, and it gives you 1 XP for every couple seconds. I don't know exact amount of seconds. It's like something ridiculous, like
here. I'll just go capture. I'll just capture this.
All right. So he's gonna capture a flag as blue, and you'll see how the entire thing's. Actually, you got to hit the start button or the start game buttons first.
Oh. Dang.
Yeah, and the capture points won't be enabled until you start the game. So.
Hey, can I disable the hopper?
What?
Can I disable the hopper? Is that not something I can do?
What do you mean disable the hopper?
So that it doesn't like. Oh, we have to ready up, or.
Yeah, both teams have to ready up.
Okay.
I guess while he's doing that, I'll explain the rest of the shop, or show you the rest of the shop. So there's food, which I think adds a new aspect to the game because you got to constantly worry about your food. I like it that way. 3 levels for 10 arrows, and you get 10 arrows with these. They come with it. And then 10 levels for one piece of, or not one piece. It's a level for a piece of cobblestone. So 10 levels gets you 10 pieces of cobble because it can't be broken. Ah! Okay. So, yeah, just go ahead and capture a point. I gotta switch my game mode again. So, yeah. Go back into that shop. Oop. And, why'd you leave? Hello?
Sorry, internet problems.
Okay.
I should be able to get back in a second.
Sorry about that. Minor technical difficulty. So you also have potions. If you don't know what the potions are, that's fine. Also, ender pearls. Ender pearls are probably the biggest thing to have because you can just ender pearl and take everyone out and capture a point. So it's 100 levels for 8 ender pearls, which I know it seems a bit extreme, but you gain levels really quickly. So
if you have enough capture points. Basically.
Yeah, exactly. So you get rewarded for having your capture points. 10 levels for a instant health, 12 levels for a speed 2, I believe, and 15 levels for a strength 1. Yep. Strength 1 or strength 2?
Strength 1, yeah.
All right. And then you have your axes. As you can see, did you capture a point? Okay. So you can see every couple of seconds our points on the right side are going up for the blue team, and also the counter in our tab menu. And if I switch into survival mode real quick, you'll see that you gain 4 XP for 4 points for capturing any of the points besides middle. You get 6 points for capturing middle, and then you get 1 XP per second, or not second, per clock revolution, which I'll show you in a bit when we explain the redstone. So you get 1 XP for clock revolution, and it will give you the ability to buy things in this store. So if I wait until I have enough levels, well, actually I can just go to something cheap. Okay, so say I want to buy arrows. Click the button, and it gives me arrows. So the key to this is because, well, I mean, I was actually kind of doing that on purpose. So you really want to stand close to the button so other people don't steal it, but the point of this map is really just to play with your friends. Nothing you can put on a server because it's just not made for that.
It will not work on bucket servers. It only works on vanilla because of
because of the scoreboard commands and all that stuff that are kind of buggy in bucket, or really buggy in bucket. So yeah, you'll see that every time my points goes up, I'm gaining an XP, and I believe you gain 2 points per clock revolution with the middle one. I don't know if you gain 2 XP though. I think it's still 1. Yeah, it's pretty sure it's still 1. So that's basically it for the stores. They're the exact same for both teams. Now the way the capture points work is, if I game mode on it real quick, and I fly over to this uncaptured capture point, I'm blue team. So say I want to capture my own spawn, stand in the purple area or on this white block in the middle, and it will say blue is capturing spawn. After a while, blue has captured spawn. The capturing will actually go quicker the more teammates you have on the pad, and that's kind of convenient. Kind of tough to engineer, but pretty convenient because that's the way it works. In the game we based it off of was pretty much Call of Duty, but so if you're familiar with that, it works in a similar fashion. It'll be the same thing with these, but I guess I'll just capture one more just to show you. And this one you should see my points go up by 6, and so I'll hold that up so you can see it better. Alright, you can see my points went up by 6 instead of 4. And I guess that's pretty much it for the capture points.
That's it for the stuff before the redstone now?
Yeah, so we should probably show you the redstone.
Alright, cut it to the redstone actually, just sort of cut it off now.
Alright, so yeah, we'll be back in a minute with the redstone.